Adina, we've
Yes.
just been having a fascinating conversation about how your previous experience before you started work
Yes.
has helped you with goal setting and achieving your goals in the workplace. And I'd love you to just talk a little bit more about that.
Well, I think it just started as a way for my parents to get me outside of house and not sit in front of the TV. So that's how I started running. I was a professional athlete for about 8 years. So from when I was 10 till I was 18 till my final year of high school. And I think that has shaped me tremendously. And it has really influenced me in the way I behave and the way I am at in the working environment, and has made me extremely competitive. Because I was used to a certain rhythm of life where I used to have a very vigorous schedule. I used to train 7 days per week, multiple times a day. So that was part of my life for about 8 years. So that was everything that I knew. And even after I stopped running, I feel like that has been a major influence in how I interact, how I deal with people, how the way that I work. I tend to be a competitive person, but I also tend to set up high expectations for myself. So it's not that someone would come and tell me that you have to do this thing in a certain way. I always want to achieve more and more, and to go beyond the goals that I set up for myself, and to have a great accomplishment in no matter what I do.
So that came from when you were an athlete, you
Yes.
would set goals to always be getting
Yes.
your new personal best.
Exactly.
So how have you transferred that into the workplace? How do you go about setting goals in the workplace?
Well, to be more exact, I think that how I feel that it translates for me, it has made me extremely organized. I am able to prioritize things and to know exactly what my next steps should be and how they should be followed. I am a very organized person, and it does help a lot in the work environment. I think one thing that I had to improve about myself after a life of being an athlete, I had to learn how to become more flexible in a work environment, to understand that not everything is about procedures and rules and doing things in a certain way, but sometimes things, they do go out of hand, and you just need to learn how to go with the flow, if I can say it that way.
And when you're setting yourself goals in the workplace, what's the similarities with setting goals as an athlete?
Well, there's always something to achieve in everything that you do. You always have a target. Either it's getting a first place in a competition, or completing a work assignment in a very short time, or doing it extremely well. For me, there's always something to achieve, and that's something that drives me forward. And I think because I have the competitive nature, I need to feel that I'm being challenged all the time, and I need to feel that the work that I'm doing actually has an impact, and it's not just a bland, monotonous work.
Yeah, that's so fascinating. Thank you for
Thank you so
sharing
much.
that with us, Adina.
Sure, thank you.
Bye.